G'day guys, we are here at a very different time to our usual time. This is the delightful time of, what time is it? It is a time of about 7:30 to 8 o'clock in the day, morning. So, toolbox. We've got our bottle of water. We've just had our morning coffee. This is prior to breakfast for me today. And we are going to keep painting our big funky New Orleans train. Also, pretty cool there that I see that there's a additional 8 team members of what there was yesterday. So, pretty cool to have all 8 of you on board. That's fun. Let's see if I can't find, hey Amethyst. We want a dark colour, but not super dark. Something that's going to complement that red. It's a reddish black. But what exactly is it? That's the question. It's certainly not going to come from this tray. We'll chuck that one down. But I think it might be in here. I've got that song, Lonely East Texas Night, stuck in my head. If you haven't heard it, it's by Whiskey Myers, and it's an absolute ripper. Ooh, baby, coming home, 'cause I can't hear your voice through the telephone. Okay, deep magenta combined with Prussian blue. Yeah, this is perfect. This is exactly what we're after. JB, look at you, you're on fire this morning. Everyone back up. JB is here early. JB's like, well, I always would be if you stopped showing up at ridiculous hours. Hey, Lincoln. All right, bit of blue. Now, as I combine it into this deeper red, we're going to get more of that dark shade that I'm talking about. And that's going to have the biggest impact here. Here we go. These two, chuck that one down. Mix and moo, yes. That's exactly what I'm after. Shh, shut up, Seb, I'm working. Fair enough. There we go. Right. Now, the thing we need through here at the moment is a whole bunch of petals, leaves, all these little bits, which I haven't acknowledged yet. The smaller branches that make this tree. That's important. What's immaculate? Actually, immaculate, it's probably the wrong word for it. It's like a well-presented personality. I think it's more weird, unorthodox, quirky. So, I think for you, maybe, it'd be defined as immaculate. But it's not everyone's cup of tea. Not everyone's cup of tea. Looks like it's misty. There's a couple of clouds around. It's certainly not blue skies, but I don't mind it. Ooh, baby, you come around. I can hear your voice through the telephone. Oh, somehow I already got paint on my hand. How about that? How about that? Ooh, baby, coming home. I'm good. All right. I can hear your voice through the telephone. Let's warm up a little bit. This is until summer kicks in properly. A lot of the sessions we do are going to be a little bit colder in the morning. That's a fact. That is a fact. All right. Okay. Off with the jacket. Up with the plate. Let's do this. Get this box a little bit further out of the way. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. La-di-da. Feliz la-di-da. Feliz la di da. Nice clear working space all around me. That's exactly what I need. And now let's dive into it. Feliz la di da. I don't even know what that guy's saying in that song. It's a good song though. Feliz la di da. Whoop. Feliz la di da. Oh, dan da. La di di da. Painting something in front of you. Pink tangerine. Well, I would think that if you're a pink tangerine, your emoji shouldn't be a regular orange one. But you know what? Sometimes the world throws us curveballs, and we can enjoy them. Merry Christmas, not just yet, JB. You're close. You're close, but we're about to enter November. So we're still a wee bit off it yet. Another... November, so we're still a wee bit off it yet. Another... November, so we're still a wee bit off it yet. Another... Still a wee bit off it yet. Still a wee bit off it yet. Another... I think we're... Another... I think we're... Yes, Feliz la di da. That all makes sense to me. It didn't before, but now it does. What was I going to say? I thought you were talking about Lonely East Texas Nights by Whiskey Myers. What a song. Thanks, John. You're an absolute legend, mate. Except we've found ourselves in a sports field of all places. This is where they play rugby in New Zealand and they play soccer. I'm here painting in the sports field without obviously no flowers around. I'd prefer to be in a garden. Maybe that's a better home for an artist, but being out here in the, I don't know. I feel like when I was in high school, I was saying this yesterday, I never really felt like I belonged on the sports pitch. I'd fumble balls, I couldn't catch them, I couldn't throw them. It didn't come intuitively to me. And so I think there's a part of me, part of my inner child that likes to bring a canvas back to a sports field and sit up and now paint. Because suddenly, maybe I'm not throwing around a rugby ball, but kind of feels like I'm doing what I can do, but enjoying a sports field. So that's fun. And thanks, Max, you're a legend. Appreciate that. Fumble? Yeah. No, I was no good at ball sports. Zero, I wouldn't say zero talent. I could do things like rock climbing. We did a little bit of jiu-jitsu, but I'm not that violent, so I couldn't really do the grappling and ground fighting all that well, I suppose. Yep, that'll do it, John. That'll do it. See, I struggled with soccer only because I like to use my hands. And so with soccer, the ball would come at me, and like you're supposed to lift your leg up and then kick it and things. I'd just catch it. Then everyone would yell, handball. And I'd be like, okay, yep, no, I realise that now. Obviously that's to be avoided, but no, I prefer... we play rugby here in New Zealand. It's with a ball that's shaped like an egg. Similar to an American football, I think it's slightly smaller. I played a lot of field hockey, and I played a little bit of inline hockey, which is basically ice hockey on roller skates instead. That's always fun. You were a SingStar kid. I dig that. I dig that. You know, one thing I like about SingStar is it gave us a whole bunch of songs that that we could just fall in love with, that I may not have heard as much otherwise. And a good example of that is Natasha. Is it Natasha Bloomfield? Natasha Bloomfield is, and I think it's Tracy, but the one where she sings. Oh, lucky I checked that. Hold on a second, Tink. The lights on my car are still on. Ooh, he's coming home. 'Cause I can hear your voice through the telephone. Swear I'm making right on a lonely East Texas night. On a lonely East Texas night. Okay, trail of thought gone, the car lights off. See, I try and find spots where I can be out in nature, or on a sports field in this case, but have the car nearby. So if it does start raining, the devices don't get damaged. And I say that because I'll grab the painting first and take that back to the car, but it's got to be the phone and the iPad that survive. And if the car's too far away, then you'll probably see it. The device will start. The stream will just cut out. Oh, here we go. Baby, is it coming home? It's a DJ. It's a DJ. By and I choke. Try to. We'll see. But I think the fluffy things. Are you supposed to wear it when it's windy? Who knows? And sorry guys, I can see the connection saying it's in and out there a little bit, which is a little bit annoying, but hopefully it sticks to it. Anyway, was this helping, my little bauble, or was it not? I'll take it off for now. Because I do feel kind of like I'm out of the Lorax book when I'm wearing it. So, ooh, man, you're coming on. So I can hear your voice through the telephone. On East Texas nights, on no lonely East Texas nights, on no lonely East Texas nights. There we go. More gloss gels. And hello Ryan, how we doing? And is that singing I hear? A little bit, Ryan, a little bit. It's I think it's my defense mechanism this early in the morning to try and combat the cold that's around. He's coming home. So I can hear your voice through the telephone. Here we go. Splashing up a little bit through here. You see how this colour is now starting to recognise those smaller leaves and those branches in this tree. So it's not just the big bold trunks coming through, larger branches coming through, but there's actually smaller ones interwoven through it, which we're not going to grab all at once. You're not going to suddenly see them appear, but you're going to start seeing the idea of a few of them starting to show up in the sky. And that's important. Let's put this up here now though. There we go. Coming on. I can hear your voice through the telephone. Man, I got that song well and truly stuck in my head. I got a soft spot for Whiskey Myers, there's no doubt. I think it's the, I think everyone sort of does, but I love that old school country. there. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Beautiful. Hey Steve, I think I saw your comment earlier. And hey Luna, we got a good team here. We got a good team. And cool, fun fact is they actually have the lights on the pitch at the moment. So that's wild. That's wild. There we go. Little bits. And now we're getting more into a reddish tone with this purple and keeping that high level of saturation, transparency. Coming here. Just building up that tree in the most wonderful of ways. We's coming home. I think, what colour is going to be next? What colour is going to be next? That's the question. Oh, guys, look at you go. We just started this morning and we're on 5K likes. You absolute legends. That's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. Right. More red. Keep the intensity in this purple going. We'll do a few more little flicks with the brush. Small areas. There we go. Hot. That's going to go just through here. Lovely. Lovely. Ooh, baby, coming home. 'Cause I can hear your voice on the telephone. Keep that movement in my step, keep me warm. If I start to cool down, my hands will get cold and the brush strokes will start landing funny. That will be a bad day. Jen. That is an absolutely lovely thing for you to say. I am glad that me being here in a football pitch, painting a New Orleans train, motivates you to grab a hold of your sketchbook. And as a fun fact, I've got a sketchbook too. I spend 30 minutes a night just sketching, usually figures, sometimes landscapes, just trying to keep that element of myself, those little efforts, the mechanical part of making figures and landscapes, keeping those intact. Because as you leave art school or as you stop doing your practices, you soften up, become looser, lose touch with the actual methodology of how to make people or landscapes. Now, of course, it's great to break the rules, and we do break a lot of rules in this art, but you need to know the rules in order to break them correctly. So, and Steve, you absolute legend. Welcome to the team. What was I saying? Break the rules correctly. Just like a sportsman, for example, it doesn't matter how good you get at sports. You don't suddenly say, right, I'm good at soccer now, or I'm good at rugby, I'm not going to stretch anymore, or practice. That doesn't happen. And so, in that same thread, think of an artist who stops sketching, or practicing forms, or practicing landscapes. So, 30 minutes a day, little notepad. I've got one of those little wooden mannequins, and I just move it around to a new position, and then just do a quick 30-second sketch. Done. Move the mannequin, next sketch. Done. Move the mannequin, again. And yes, it's grueling sometimes. It's niggly. Sometimes you think, it's the last thing I'm in the mood to do right now. But over and over and over again, you start to actually get this affinity for exactly how you want to make a form. And so when the time comes and you're painting someone, You're not sitting there going, man, I want that leg to look like a leg. Let me just try and do that. But you can actually allow yourself to be creative, get stuck in a flow state and get loose because you have this natural craft backing you up as you work through it. This is good. You're all good, Steve. Doug, you love the colours. I'm glad. It's a bit of a wild painting. Now, excuse me for a second while I throw that bottle over there and then have a little bit of a hunt for, here we go, Naphthol Crimson. This is the colour I'm after. We're on a football pitch, but 10 points. 2 points? I don't know what you get. You get points. They win the thing. No, I used to play, I think I used to play basketball too. But again, I wasn't very good at the whole dribbling side of things. The whole don't run with, what's called running with the ball. Yeah. But you know what? I had a best friend at the time. Still have a best friend, sorry. He would pick me first for any sports team. Get yourself a best friend like that. That's building strong teams, whether they win or not. I'm finding this difficult to believe, Mr. Health Conscious. You're traveling, wait, hold on. I'm missing a few things here. Traveling with the ball. Ah, that's what they call it. Yeah, okay. And look, John, again, I played sports, but it's not my natural thing. And typically I'd find myself better associated with things like rock climbing. I sort of found I had the ability to sort of get into I love teams. Teams are so important to me, but ball sports I struggle with a little bit. But when you have things like, you get from A to B, rock climbing's a great example, where literally there's a wall in front of you and you have to figure out how to scale it. This is something that really appealed to me. And so, in terms of my health, like things like walking, running, where you can get out into the environment and breathe, this is pretty cool. When you go places like the heart of New York, and you see that actually people are desperate for that fresh air. They try and go to parks and to areas of the city that they think seem fresh. And you're like, you have no idea the vintage of air that we are breathing in New Zealand. Even the richest people in New York, the best they can do is Centre City or purified air from a machine. And yet we in New Zealand can stand out here and know we haven't got a skyscraper, but man, the air's good. And at the end of the day, that's a pretty cool trade-off if you ask me. I hope they don't turn on the sprinklers in this paddock. They're on the one beside me. That'd be fairly entertaining. You'd hear me squeal. Oh God! My reflex action would be hilarious to watch. My reflex action would be to grab the canvas and try and run with it, but the bungee would hold it in place. So you'd watch this awkward grapple moment as I tried to figure out how to deal with these sprinklers cascading onto me. It'd be very funny. We could turn it into a reel. But luckily, I don't see sprinklers on this field. It looks green enough. Save the water. We're coming home. I can hear your voice through the telephone. Alone these Texas nights. No more lonely East Texas nights. You lost me. Same here in Hawaii, nature, yeah. Yep, Steve, 100% agree. And JB, is that because the Wi-Fi cutting in and out? That's so annoying. What I can do though, is if it keeps doing it, team, I do have another possible solution. You are freezing up. Ugh, niggly. I'll tell you what, I've got a possible solution. We're going to give it a go. We're going to give it a little go. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I'll be back in just a second. Hold fire.